The college basketball experience pregame show for Monday night, opening night, November 3rd edition on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get 100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code TCESGPN. Welcome everybody into the college basketball experience pregame show for opening night Monday, November the 3rd, baby. We got 4 games in. Actually, we got a lot more in. But it's 4 in on D1 action. Sitting here 3-1. Damn you, Queens, for breaking up what would have been a 4-0 start for me. But hey, I'll take a 3-1 all day. Shout out to the Bonnies. Shout out to those Lumberjacks, and shout out to Murray's for coming through for me. We'll talk about it all. But first off, I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. Also known as Mac tonight over here at the College Experience. And joining me to talk college hoops. First up, you guys know from the conference previews and on the pregame show last year. Well, you know both these guys from the conference previews and pregame show last year. First up, he is the wheat growing, green mowing. He's Troy Chuning. What's up, brother?
What's going on? I was only on the Bonnies earlier, so I don't have as big of a win record as Mac yet, but 1-0. If I make no more bets this year, I could be the best college basketball gambler of the season.
It's you and Julio, man.
Me and Julio posted up Bora Bora, just like you messaged us earlier. Jess, we hit another bet.
Just tweeting in all caps.
Yeah, all caps, everything. Oh, man. It's good to be back. Glad we got everybody in here, and good for the chat too. I have access to all the stuff on Restream now, so I can put up whatever chats that I want. Okay. So just like earlier, we had a question for Cap here, even though we haven't done the intro. What strain you smoking on?
I prefer Blue Dream. Is by far my favorite. So I usually have that. I think we have a little bit of Gorilla Glue in the house, and I think Wifey had one called Cookies and Cream that she likes. So we've got. I typically do like a rotation between the three, depending on mood and what we got going on. But more often than not, Blue Dream is my go-to.
Well, hey, real quick, third man in the booth. You guys know him from the Windy City, and also he does have some intro music that we're working through. I forgot to download it, so right from my phone, he is Cannabis Capper, aka Mr. DuPaul CC. Another season of RuPaul Blue Balls in DuPaul. This shit show's off to a good start.
How many games do we have to win to stop getting the nicknames? Is it like tournament appearance? Would that do it for you?
Yeah. I mean, last year was a nice step in the direction. Year one of Chris Holtman. So yeah, we'll keep it going.
There we go, Clark. You're like right here on my City Connect DC street shirt. I think it's somewhere up here.
Quick thoughts on the marathon 4-hour fucking shit show. What was last night? I don't have the shades on yet. I'll save it for the late night show, I think.
I just like that you were like evolving into Patty C as the evening went on. Like at first it was just the shades, then it was the shades and the backwards hat. You know, I noticed the cheeks started to puff just a little bit by hour 4. So the transformation from Moneyline Mac to Patty C was well in progress last night. It was impressive.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Colby. He went viral on some of his great last night.
Remember, he wasn't saying that; they said that.
Yeah, especially his breakdown on Peter Pan and the Disney YouTube friction going on. So
I've already seen a few comments calling people Peter Pans. I think that could be the new thing.
It could be the new thing. But let's talk hoops. We got games tipping off here at 6:30. Let me pull up the schedule. I know the Johnnies play at 6:30 and the Hoyas of Georgetown play at 6:30. So we'll hit on these 6:30 games so people can get some bets in. Also, Furman, High Point over at Rock Hill. I see the chat talking about Ohio State, IU Indy, the West Liberty. The transformation here over and that total being way up there now.
And Mac, but before we dive into it, shout out to Field of 68 for putting together the early games.
Oh, 100%.
The broadcast has been a bit uneven, but you get what you pay for. It's a free stream on YouTube. But no, I think it's really cool to put this together. The matchups have been fire. There really hasn't been like one snoozer of a game. I mean, even Murray, it got it had its moments.
Murray was down double digits early.
They were. They clawed all the way back. Yeah.
So, shout out to the dad in the Bradley St. Bonnie's game. Shout out to the dad.
Oh, F that guy. Dude, so I was on Bradley, and there was a dad who had a kid on the Bonnies, and like every time he would touch the ball, best player in the league, most underrated player in the conference. And I'm just like, bro, stop! Come on, I'm trying to claw back into this one with Bradley here, and we got this joker on the mic, in the crowd on the mic, like
trolling
trolling my sorry ass over here. I'm like, enough with this guy. Once that game got close, he stopped talking. So I don't know if he went to take a piss or probably take a dump, 45-minute dump for that guy, but whatever he did, he stopped talking as soon as that game got tense. He was quiet. So I couldn't stand that guy. I turned the volume down. I went back and listened to last night's show just to make sure I heard everything I heard.
Capper's rant of the night, baby. So
that guy.
All right, let's talk Field of 68 then. I think that's a good transition because now we see High Point Furman. I think we forgot to do this game last night.
No, you did. You did. It was one of the first games you did. I think that's why.
No, I think you forgot that you did this game last night.
I think so too.
Well, I'm locking up Furman 3.5. I guess I locked them up last night. They're locked up on my picks page. They're locked up in my betting account. Maybe it was because that was 20 minutes into a 4-hour fucking show that I forgot we did it. But I like Bob Ritchie and this veteran group here against first-year head coach at High Point. How about you guys?
Only 4 hours in. I don't have a bet on this one, but I think I would go with FU here. Not just because FU. I don't know. 3.5 points, High Point. We don't.
I feel.
Are you going against?
At first blush, when I first saw the site, I really wanted to take High Point. But then I haven't heard anybody on Furman other than Mac.
Bob Ritchie, baby.
So that makes me, just the fact that like every Twitter capper, every Twitter genius is on High Point tells me that Furman is probably this. Just like every Twitter genius was on Drake. Oh, lay the 9.5 with Drake. Nope. Northern Arizona covered pretty easily. So
because they don't have shades and go for 4 hours every single night.
So I'm going to fade the guys who don't have shades and don't go for 4 hours every night. Give me Furman plus the 3. I ride with Moneyline McIntosh.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm always at my High Point, but I would roll with FU here.
That's you got to fade the Twitter geniuses every time. Always fade the Twitter geniuses.
Absolutely. They only put out like 2 or 3 plays. They don't put out 60 page graphics like mine.
That's why they lose money, because their bonds aren't diversified across the entire field of all 63 games today, like Moneyline McIntosh.
Moneyline McIntosh. Thank you, everybody. The 2 Big East games in the early window. We got Slick Rick Pitino, year number 3. They're up to 26.5, I see, against Quinnipiac. Obviously, Colby and I, like Otto, locked that one right away. Mm-hmm. And then the other one was Georgetown. Georgetown took some money, man. They went up from 24.5. Now they're up to 27.5. Do you guys like the favorites in that game, in the bye games, or are you taking a dog?
My favorite bet for that first game with Slick Rick would be St. John's first half line. Minus 15.5 in the first line is the number I'm seeing now. It could be a case where they call off the dogs towards the end and end up getting hooked. I feel a lot safer with the first half lines than some of these bigger ones. So give me the Johnnies first half minus 15.5. I think that's the play that I want to be on for that one. For Georgetown, I'm probably not going to play that. I need to see it before I can trust them with 20 plus.
Okay.
Troy would say you.
The Green Book still has 25.5 if you want to go St. John's, which I think I'm kind of with Colby here. This feels like a C-note game for St. John's. They got to show up and make themselves look real good in the beginning. I do like the first half line, though. That is probably pretty sharp. The Cannabis Capper has pulled his samurai sword out immediately in the second pick of the pregame show. I'm going to roll with Georgetown. I know I'm a little biased. I got a little bit better of a number, but I think I would still lay 27.5. They're going to fuck them up.
You think you're biased? Just wait till we get to Chicago State DePaul.
And I know it's an old JT3 assistant for Morgan State, but sadly, I don't know how much that matters around Georgetown anymore, especially with the idea that they've been, so bad they get a chance to look awesome. They probably will. They're like Maryland football, but miniature.
Speaking of Maryland, Maryland's laying. What are they up to? They're down to 28.5. Side note: Georgetown and Maryland do play on Friday. I don't really look at ahead spots when it's the opener. But the other game I wanted to ask about you guys what you're doing for Maryland Coppin, because that tips off here in 10 minutes. But also, what about this Ohio State IU Indy game? The fucking total has come up 12 points. The line has come up 5 points. We haven't this game has seen more movement than I can remember an opener. So I don't know. What are you guys doing with the Buckeyes, and what are you doing with Maryland? I don't have a bet in either of those games.
Honestly, I'm probably staying away too. Something about that Ohio State game stinks, and I don't know if I want to be a part of it on either side. As far as Maryland goes, like even the first half one is a bit too beefy for me. I don't really feel that great about. It's Coppin State, but they're laying 17 in the first half. I could see them like ending the first half like up by 16, and getting hooked. So that's another stay away from me. I feel like it's such a big slate. There's so many other areas that I want to invest my money.
I'm gonna go in on the under just because it went up too high.
You're gonna fade the 12 points of
movement? I'm gonna fade the 12 points of line movement. I don't have anything. I don't have anything in for the Maryland
171.
Yeah, 171.5.
Okay, I'm betting this on.
We're going on this, right? Like we're not.
Yeah, that's insane. Dude,
don't call me half a Peter Pan or anything like that. This has gone up 12 points. You got to jump on this.
That's
now
under all day long.
I wanted to take IU Indy because of the variance, and I see Coach P talk about it in the chat. West Liberty at the D2 level plays at a chaotic pace where they shoot a shitload of threes. So that's where I kind of got scared off, where I'm like, are they going to just shoot themselves out of this game where they're just going to get fucking blown out like 130 to 80 or some shit, like where they just can't get a stop? So I'm staying away completely.
I just locked in the under 171. Shout out to the chat. Philly J says there's a 173 on Bally's if you have an account there.
Love it.
Max out your limit on Bally if you have a chance on this. 12 points of movement.
Any other 6:30 games you guys want to touch on since those games tip off here in 8 minutes? You got Georgia State at EMU, you got Southern Miss at Buffalo, and then the other one, that was it. Yeah, so you got a pair of Sun Belt MAC games. I don't have it. Actually, I have Georgia State. I think Georgia State beats Eastern Michigan outright.
Okay, I'm going to do a little money line parlay here. If you do Southern Miss and Georgia State, it's 4.5 to 1. I'm gonna roll with that. I think they're live, and they're both live in the money line. I like that play for tonight.
Okay.
I don't have anything on either of these two games, and I also don't really even have anything that I was thinking about, to be honest. I could be talked into this money line parlay though at 4 to 1. We'll see how the rest of the episode goes.
Okay, so in other words, you'll be talked into it. So
yeah, you'll be talked. Yeah, Southern Miss, Georgia State money lines. Lock them in, Troy.
I'm clicking them right now, huh?
We are brought to you by the College Basketball Experience, aka ourselves. So get on over there. Games tip off today, and make sure you subscribe to the College Experience to catch your daily podcast and download the SGPN app for free college hoops picks today. The picks page. We're also brought to you by MyBookie. MyBookie.ag is your place to bet on football, basketball, and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head over to mybookie.ag. Use our promo code SGPN for a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's mybookie.ag. Promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. If you're getting the best prices, you head over to Novig. Available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app and get $50 off when you spend $5 and you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action. Novig, promo code SGPN. All right, let's continue on. Let's move over to the 7 o'clock window. And this is an easy one to start with. We're going to start with the defending national champion Florida Gators out there in Vegas, tipping off here in 35 minutes, taking on Arizona. This will be a home game for Arizona. Just to be blunt. I mean, there's going to be no Florida fans here. They don't travel very well. And Arizona fan base is crazy, especially out in the Vegas area. So you'll get a pro Arizona BYU crowd tonight. I think Arizona's going to win. I don't trust the Florida backcourt right now. I don't know what Beanick was talking about with Arizona only brings back Bradley. They bring back a couple pieces in the front court. He was a little biased on his Florida take, I think, because he loves his Gators. So Awaka and the big foreign kid are also back. So I think Arizona has a little bit more here tonight, and I think the crowd gets them over the top. And I'm going to fade this Florida backcourt without Clayton and company.
Okay. No, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like they do have a few pieces coming back in addition to it's not just Bradley. They got a few guys coming back.
Yeah.
So, my only concern is I feel like Arizona is just a little too TMZ. With some of the other guys they brought in, one guy in particular.
Who's that?
LeBron James kid.
Oh, he's not even going to play though.
Yeah, but it just comes across as a bit too TMZ for me. I don't. I could see those kids getting kind of caught up in the hype, getting caught up in the the distractions. I don't. He's probably got a camera crew following around all day, so that's got to be a distraction for that team. Also, it's a 4:00 tip in Vegas. Is anybody going to be at this game?
Oh, dude, Arizona fans are crazy.
Oh,
Arizona basketball fans are crazy.
All right, I believe you. All right. I'm on until the Gators prove me wrong. I'm on the Gators for this one. I just the side. I think that front court is probably the best in the country, and if they can get anything out of that backcourt, I mean, I'm not a huge Xavier Lee guy. I think he's going to struggle initially, but Boogie Flan's legit, and they got other dudes too. I'm having a hard time getting on Arizona. I can't get there.
If you needed to be
the TMZ Wildcats.
If you needed to be convinced on the Arizona fans, Matola's in here and he can't even spell take. He can't even spell take. He's already hammered drunk. He's ready to roll.
Horrible touch.
Can I interest you in the Arizona first half money line though, with the fans all fired up, coming out there looking pretty hot? And then I haven't taken a side in this one, and I'm kind of scared to, mostly because there's the game of the day boost bonus on DraftKings fucks with the betting splits, and the only options you have are Arizona, Florida, or the BYU game afterwards. So I don't know if the 3.5 is all that accurate this early in the season. You've got two teams that probably think that they're the best team in the country, and there's no evidence that they're not until there's a few games into the year. I think I'm just going to roll with the Wildcats in the first half money line, and then watch the rest of the game unfold.
Okay.
I can see that.
I like that. I'll ride the first half money line. I'm on the full game too. The other 7 o'clock game, national TV game that I'm looking forward to, FAU BC down in Boca Raton.
This one's easy.
FAU is going to put it on them.
This one's easy. Yeah. Anytime
that
you
place
get
lit.
Yeah, you get when one of these mid majors gets a high major coming in, it's you might as well just draw a target on on everyone's back on BC, because FAU is gonna show up for this one. FAU, if it's what was it, -1, -2, something like that.
It just went up to 2.5, but I mean there is a 1.5 up there too.
Don't care. Yeah, no, when it's that short, I think they're gonna win by 5. So Owls all day. Who's going to beat them
baby.
Owls? Nobody.
Who? Yeah, I'm on FAU here too. This is the situation spot that you just play it every time, and mathematically you're gonna win like 65% of them because college basketball fans make a huge fucking difference.
65% of the time, it works 90% of the time.
100% of the time.
So in the early 7 o'clock window, we got 3 really big time MAC Sunbelt matchups here. I am on 2 out of the 3 home teams, and I took a dog in JMU on the road. JMU's going to Akron. You got Troy going to Kent State. You got Arkansas State going to Ohio. They did a good job mixing and matching these teams based off of where they're projected to finish and where they have finished over the last couple of years.
Yeah, no, great job scheduling.
Yeah, Kent and Ohio are both laying 3.5. I laid both 3.5, so I'm high on both those teams coming in. And Troy and Arkansas State, they're replacing a lot. I'm taking the Dukes, JMU, plus the 8.5 I see at Akron. I think Akron's replacing a lot. I think they're really good in the MAC still, but still, give me JMU and that group with Preston Spradley in year 2. What say you, Cap?
I actually really like this JMU side as well. I'm on the money line, as a matter of fact.
Okay, that thing's juiced up.
Yeah, it is. It's actually one of my favorite money line plays of the day. Just the fact that JMU spends money, they bring a lot of kids in. They've been building a good program, just a great athletic department overall is what they've been building with that school. So it is, Akron, is been a bit tough in the Wacky Mac, but I like this spot, especially starting the season for JMU. I think they're going to come out firing. I like it on the money line. Love it. Plus 8.5. You can still catch that. The only other play that I'm on, I did Kent State as well. I laid it too. Again, just the history of that school. The way they play the program. I mean, it's just an obvious spot for them to come out and smash tonight.
The hate on Troy is incredible, but I'm not on Troy this game either. I think I would lay the 3.5 with Kent State. I don't have a bet on it. I don't have a bet on JMU, but Matt, if you want to double your money line bet, because I'm in the state of Virginia, so I'm not allowed to bet on Virginia schools.
We can make that happen.
I could go offshore, but my record this past weekend hitting Forever Young in the Breeders' Cup Classic was nice, so I'm just going to leave that one over there for a little while.
There you go.
Yeah, go ahead and double that one up for me.
Done.
Cap. I'll ride JMU money line.
All right, you're on it.
The other couple games in the early window of that MAC challenge, I know UMass and Marshall. UMass, I see laying 4.5 at home. Ball State, Louisiana was another one. And then I think Bowling Green. Oh, Toledo, South Alabama, then Bowling Green, Texas State. UMass is my favorite out of them. Marshall's a fraud.
I kind of want to take Texas State in the money line.
Texas State, all right.
I feel like
you could be crazy.
Why am I crazy?
I said could.
Well, why could I be crazy? Sorry.
It's actually not that crazy of an idea, but I don't think that will be one that I tell you to double up. You can go ahead and take that money line on your own.
Fair enough.
UMass is the best one. Frank Martin off a bad year, MAC opener. Here we go.
That roster though? We've been through this. It's gonna have to work its way into shape. I don't know that I can take it on day one.
You're betting on fucking Marshall. Good luck.
I'm not betting on anything. I've got all my money tied up in DePaul futures. Thank you very much.
All right, so the new TNT crew just flies. Is that Bruce Pearl? Is Bruce Pearl on the TNT pregame crew for college basketball?
Is that what he left school to do?
It's Jamal Mashburn, Jalen Rose, and Bruce Pearl. Oh my god,
that's quite the trio.
Hilarious. Yeah, don't watch that, everybody. What a terrible crew. Yeah, stay on this show. Troy, what are you doing here and with those other Sunbelt MAC games?
I don't have any bets on them. I was actually just going to ask if our pregame show system play here of always taking the team total under against Houston, even at 22.5.
Coach P.
We still bet that under, right? We're still betting that under, right?
Yeah. They're just gonna.
Well, there's your answer. There's your answer, Pinto. We
22
we always bet.
First half team.
Dude, you should take like an all 18.5 total under. Just see if they can hold them to 15 points.
Is there any dog? I don't want to go through all these 24 and 25 point fucking lines. Go watch a show last night. We don't need to break down Tennessee Mercer or Dayton versus fucking Canisius. Is there any big dog you like in the early window? Don't say Long Island. They're gonna get fucking killed by Notre Dame.
I was gonna say I was gonna bring up Long Island. No, the biggest dogs. I mean, JMU. At almost 3-1. ODU at plus 250. I like an awful lot. Let's see who else we got here. I'm trying to look for a big one, but
Long Island came down to 15.5.
Hey, Cap, you don't like the hospital against Loyola Chicago?
I do like the hospital against. I actually this year I'm not doing underdog plays on sportsgamblingpodcastnetwork.com. I'm doing daily ATS plays. One of the locks I gave out was Detroit Mercy plus 9.5 at UIC.
I don't know why I said Loyola. Loyola is playing Cleveland State. It's Illinois Chicago, right?
Yeah,
Loyola Chicago is playing them. Loyola Maryland's playing Towson in the second leg of the Maryland the Canisius game. Or Maryland.
Was there a line for Towson? Did that come out yet?
Yeah, they're like 9.5 late in the night.
That's a lot.
CG what about Indiana State against the Clits?
I have no feel on that.
Yeah,
Indiana State's got a new coach. I don't like it could be tragic magic with Graves going out, but I don't know. A couple other ones that people like Niagara, people like Lafayette. So what's Niagara's a 15-point dog against Duquesne? I don't hate that one.
It's up to 17. It's 10-1 on the money line.
Yeah. Pinto's thinking with his brain here. 10-1 under 11.5 first half under against Houston. That seems really dumb, but it could be live.
When they're up 38-10 at halftime, like a football fucking score.
Yeah, for real. Niagara's not a bad angle.
No, I like the actually. Niagara's. I'm seeing plus 17 out there for Niagara. It's a great play.
I like the points. I took both the points in those. I can get behind Lafayette too. I mean, St. Joe's. I'm not a believer in Steve Donahue. What's that line at? 13.5. That one's kind of hung strong there at 13.5 all day. So,
Navy has steamed up a little bit. It's Navy minus 3.5 now. It opened at like 1.5.
I believe that they have the most experience coming back in the country.
Yeah, no, it's a really solid team in the Patriot League.
You want a crazy one? Western Illinois.
That is a crazy one.
Radford, first-year head coach, first game, 32-year-old.
Isn't Western Illinois is like one of the worst programs in the country? Is it not?
They're not very good, but they're a 16.5-point underdog to Radford, 11-1 on the money line. I'm taking the points with Western Illinois.
Is there any? They bring back anything? If they have anything on that team, like they bring back 0 out of 5 starters returning to Western Illinois.
Apparently, Ohio State's already blown them out.
This season's roster is entirely new, except for 6'6" redshirt sophomore forward Ithiok Peter, who didn't play last year.
Hilarious. Even more reason to take him.
Some would say no. I'm kind of talking myself into it here.
The Ohio State game, the live over under is 179.5.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm glad I just stayed away from that shit.
What's the score?
It's 8-6 in the first minute and a half.
Two big dogs I really like, actually. I really like Colgate at Sparty. Sparty has not been good in these bye games to start the year. Izzo kind of plays with his food, and he's trying to figure out rotations. Sparty replaced a lot. Colgate's an experienced team coming back. They can make enough shots to stay within 22.5. I think they lose by 14-17. And then I love Howard at home against Missouri getting 20.5. I mean, that's a rigged game ready to happen.
Yeah, I would take the 20.5 with Howard for sure.
Yeah,
I could see the case for Howard. Colgate. That game it's in Michigan State, correct, on campus?
Yeah, but Izzo has not covered like 6 out of his 7 openers recently. They just play with their food for whatever reason. They go through the motions.
I can't. That team lost a lot. They got guys like playing for rotation spots there. I don't know. I think Colgate. I could see your case. I understand your case for Colgate. I'm not going to hate on it. I'm just not going to. That's not where I would want to jump in on though. I would just be concerned that it could get out of hand. If with Michigan State's bench, I would be concerned that for the second half. If you did like the first, if you got like a say like plus 12.5 in the first half, that you could talk me into. But even that, I'm not sure. Hey, Troy, do you have any strong feelings on this one?
No, I wanted to stay away from the toothpaste. Mostly because if I had to pick, I would take the 22.5 points. But something tells me that maybe Michigan State wins this by 24 or something like that.
I could see that. Yeah, I could
make
see
a couple shots at the end. Yeah, I was a little too scared of this one, so I just kind of stayed away.
Yeah, that's the same.
I was going to say another big dog. If you wanted to mention one, I think I'm going to take the points with Oakland.
I like Oakland too. I mean, that's little brother. Campy's been really good in those bye games.
Yeah,
I think they're going to get destroyed.
Michigan's replacing a lot.
But what they brought in though,
Sparty does have the dogs on deck too. That's a good point, Jeff.
They do. Oh yeah, they do.
Hogs.
Yeah, Arkansas. Yeah.
The old Izzo versus Cal.
Yeah, Izzo versus Cal. A couple other games, mid-major games that are good. Delaware, Bucknell. I really like Bucknell at home. That thing's crossover 0. Bucknell's laying 2.5 now. They were 1.5 point underdog this morning.
Really?
I'm not bought in on this Delaware team.
I don't see it. Not in the hardwood.
Yeah. Troy, you got anything in that one?
This is my next slide Sullivan moment. Nope.
Sienna Bryant? Any action in Sienna Bryant? Sienna.
I trailed Beanick on Sienna. Beanick is a huge Sienna guy. I can understand why. I think that offense can be pretty good. I kind of like it.
Let's go over to the 8:00 window. Local rivalry game, Boston Northeastern. This game is always great. This game, they play this game every single year. 2 good coaches, 2 veteran coaches. I took Boston, man. They've lost the last 2 in this series. Short dog here. That thing stayed right at 2.5. Me and Colby have a battle. He's on Northeastern. I'm on Boston. Give the 2.5.
Wish this was a hockey game.
Yeah, same. Northeastern won by 8 last year.
Mm-hmm. These are 2 good programs.
They are. You could talk me if you were going to do Boston. You could talk me into a first half money line.
Okay.
I could see. I do the first half on Boston. Again, this is another. I could just see kind of getting out of hand towards the end. I could see like you're just getting hooked on it, or just like like losing a heartbreaker at the end and free throws or something stupid.
I would roll with Colby and Northeastern.
Wow.
Just looking ahead.
It's like one of the only teams that I've seen like 4 or 5 times live, just because they used to be in the conference with Mason.
There's just so many goddamn 24, 25 point lines tonight. Like it's like, oh, this one has plummeted. Hofstra is getting less than 10 now at UCF. Last night we locked up Hofstra 11.5.
Okay.
UCF never blows out these teams in bye games either. Like last year, they won like 5 or 6 games by single digits in these bye games.
Last year, I thought they opened the season with somebody good last. Wasn't it like them and like Arkansas or somebody like they opened the season with last year?
I think it was Texas A&M.
You're right. It's correct. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Johnny Dawkins. Okay, he returns nothing, and he brings in.
They have nothing coming back,
dude. But he brings in like kind of transfer portal grab bag.
Good spot to fade him. Give me Hofstra, Speedy Claxton.
And is this at the bounce house?
Yeah.
The moon bounce or whatever it is.
I don't know how lit the moon bounce will be on a Monday night.
I don't think anybody's going to be there.
I'm going to lay with UCF. This is a I saw Johnny Dawkins. He got inducted into the DC Sports Hall of Fame in one of the last Nats games of the year. So he was one of the like 3,400 fans that we had at Nats Park. So shout out Johnny Dawkins. I'll throw some money away for you at least once.
Hofstra return. Hey, they got a senior named Biggie Peterson. How much do you think he weighs?
Biggie, baby.
What do you think that directly translates to?
It's a great question.
Cap, where are you going in the Chicago State DePaul game?
This is the year, Cap.
First off, DePaul is winning this game. Okay, there's no other acceptable result. The only question is, do they win by 25? I think they do. I think this Chicago State team is. I mean, they've got a great coach. He's going to build a good program, but this current incarnation of this team is absolutely awful. Meanwhile, DePaul they took care of their business early in the portal. You know, they've had these guys for the entire summer working together, training together, eating together, pulling on the same rope, on the same side. DePaul Blue Demons for the brand. I think DePaul wins by 30. I'll lay it with my guys. Complete homer pick. Don't tell me on this, please.
There you go.
This is how this answers your question on how to get rid of the nickname of the Blue Balls. If we get enough people in the chat to win like 3 or 4 bets on the blue balls, they will go back to being the Blue Demons. I would lay the points here actually with DePaul too, Cap.
I'm taking Chicago State.
I can't. The Chicago State roster is awful.
24.5. It's DePaul. Like I just can't.
It's DePaul. Okay, year 2 of Holtman. Another round of transfer port. They brought in dudes in the They got dudes now. They got at least one. They had 0 before.
It's still DePaul.
Yeah, it was massive white massive white big men who could shoot but not do much else, and now they got actual like dudes on their roster. New era. It's not still DePaul. Turn the page. It's new era. It's not the same.
Let's turn the page over to Underdog real quick before we get into our favorite ones of the night. Underdog Fantasy, your home for pick-up entries where you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get 100 in bonus funds when you sign with our promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. They're crushing it in college football, NFL, and soon to be college hoops. Rhythm is giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking the bets in the app. Track 5 bets in the same type of model, and you can build up to $1,000. Use our promo code SGPN25, and you can download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use our promo code SGPN25.
Okay. Do you mind if I give out a little underdog play?
Yes, please do so.
All right. I'm gonna give it out. You tell me which leg is gonna trip me up. All right. Okay. I got a 4-legger. It's 10-1, 10.5 to 1. Okay. You get it for the 4. They got a 40% boost that they're giving out. It's 10.5 to 1. Okay. AJ DeBanza to get higher than 0.5 steals.
Okay.
Felix Okpara in Tennessee, higher than 1.5 blocks. Okay. I looked into that one. I think they played.
You should get that.
But still, they played 5 like mid-major, small major games last year. He hit this number in 3 out of 5 of them. So,
all right.
Okay. Donovan Dent, higher than 19.5 points plus assists.
It could be that one.
Really? See, I think
they're a 30-point favorite. Maybe he just gets quick work.
Even if he could still get it. He could still pick up 5 assists and 15 and get there. That's not that much. Okay. And last one, you're gonna like this leg. Youngstown at Pittsburgh. We're gonna go lower on DeMarco Murray, 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
That's a good one.
That's a lock.
Yeah. It's gonna be DeBanza.
It doesn't get a steal.
Yeah.
No, you see, okay. My thought process is if he's going to struggle, it's probably going to be on offense. I think the defense is going to show up no matter what.
Let's talk that game. I'm on BYU heavy.
So am I.
Yeah,
I think I think they fucking destroy him.
Yeah, I think this is a blowout. The Villanova underwhelming roster year one with Willard. I think it takes Willard a couple games to get what he wants from an identity standpoint. I think BYU rolls, and that will be a home game too.
I don't understand. I didn't understand the Willard hire. I mean, I guess he's one of them, so I guess that it kind of made sense. But I don't think he's that good of a coach for that. I mean, Villanova is like, they've been in the national title picture.
Yeah,
And I don't think Willard is that good of a coach for a program like that. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
So I don't, he always, and the only time he ever did anything at Maryland was when he was bringing in 5 stars, and I don't know that he's going to be able to bring in 5 stars.
I agree. I thought the hire was a little weird. I will say he did a good job at Seton Hall, but Maryland was a little bit underwhelming. Although they did go to the Sweet 16 last year.
But again, it was it was because he had 2 guys who were playing in the NBA, and 3 guys who are playing in the NBA now.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that hire. I either way, it's an underwhelming roster, underwhelming coach, and it's not just Debanza on BYU. They've got that entire roster again. The white kids that they got in there are all like 26, 27, have been playing for multiple years, and the other guys in that roster are all dudes. So it's they're going to be nasty this year. They're going to clip a lot of people this year.
Yeah, I'm on BYU heavy here. They've got the best player probably in the nation. You should probably just by default at least put a bet on him to win Player of the Year.
Really,
the biggest thing for me, I care that he's a freshman. He can dunk without jumping. It's not like it's a completely different. Imagine Victor Wembanyama playing in NCAA basketball. It's pretty similar to that, like as a pro playing EuroLeague basketball, but you're going to get like, no matter what in the bye games, he's going to at least have a couple of highlights that look really impressive. And you're going to, it's almost not fair. It's dumb that we have 7-footers that can play point guard now. I hate it. That used to be my spot because I was tall, but then I realized I wasn't tall. I would be on BYU heavy here. The biggest problem with Gillespie for me is, or the biggest problem with Willard for me is that why didn't Gillespie come with him to Villanova? And that makes me kind of worried. Like most of the coaches can keep their players that are willing to transfer. Yeah. So I just think that maybe he's slightly above average of a coach. He's okay.
He's
you're even good. Yeah. I could say even good, but Villanova, you're supposed to walk in there with $1,800 dress shoes on and a $12,000 suitcase with like the one slip of game plan. It is kind of a weird hire, and maybe I'm wrong, but for right now, I'm gonna kind of take what I saw from Willard at Maryland and think you see a lot of the same at Villanova.
Yeah, but my only concern is I haven't seen anybody in Villanova today. At all.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to get on Villanova. I'm not.
It is.
It has stuff from 7.5 to 9.5. If it goes north of 10, I mean that is you're definitely getting the worst of the number. Even though I think they're going to win by 15.
So do I. Yeah, no, I think they're going to win by double digits. So as long as it's under double digits, I'm good with it. I can't make a case for Villanova here. I think this is one of the books going to get slaughtered on. I have a feeling.
Any dogs you guys like in the late window? I love the Tommies going out to St. Mary's.
See that one scares the crap out of me because I could just see the Gales just like choking them out and just like rolling like a 65-50 win.
It's a new group though. It's like I think it's going to take St. Mary's a minute. They got to replace everybody. And then I like Denver a lot at Seattle.
That's what we actually talked about that in the Summit League preview. Like it's 6-1 in the money line. I would consider it. Again, it's the first game of this is November. It's not the Seattle team. We haven't seen them play a whole lot together. Denver, it's all like D2. It's essentially like a D2 transfer team, and it's a good D2 transfer team. These guys know the system. They know their job. They know their role. They're going to show up ready to play. I love them plus 13. You could talk me into it. I mean, we'll see how good of a night I have. If I'm feeling myself, I'm going to fire on the plus 660 money line. but that's going to be a feel one. That's not going to be a one I'm going to lock up right away. You can also talk me into these North Dakota State Bison too.
I ended up betting that last night. I wasn't going to pull the trigger. The more I look at it, I kind of like them. Oregon State replaces everybody. Tinkle has lost plenty of bye games. I like Idaho too at Wazoo. I'm fading the Pac-2 here tonight.
So am I. Yeah, no. Oregon State. I watched like more Oregon State basketball last year than anybody should because they were always on. Like I think they they were always on like CBS Sports at like 9:00. I'm like, all right, I'll throw this on. So I got to see a lot of DeMarco Murray, a lot of Michael Ratai, a lot of my guy Parsafala. Got to see all of them playing. Way too much. But yeah, I'd look to fade them since they're all gone.
Troy, you got any dogs in the late?
It's not a dog, but it's a system play for Cal Poly and USC. Take the first half over.
Yeah, because
I don't know if Cal Poly's offense is going to hang around for that long, but man, they're going to give up layups. They're going to get shots in the first 8 seconds, 5 seconds of the shot clock. I mean, it's got blowout potential all over it unless Cal Poly hits their shots. But I think you've also got like a first half over potential. It's 78.5, but I'll take it.
All right, let's do our parlay before we get up on out of here. Favorite dog of the night? I'll plug it in for us.
Okay. Troy, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Favorite dog of the evening. Oh, Lord. We take Howard plus 20.5. It doesn't have to be outright, does it? We've got way too many
money line dog.
Big line games.
It's a money line dog parlay.
Yeah.
Arizona?
Don't really. Yeah, I guess Arizona is probably one that at least you and I agreed on.
Okay, I'll plug you down for Arizona. Cap,
Okay.
Where's yours?
Give me. Oh, that's not a dog. Give me Idaho.
Okay. So Arizona, Idaho. Hold on, scroll all the way down. Idaho. Where's Idaho?
Or should we like way at the bottom?
Yeah, I know. I don't know why my shit is not loading past 8:30. That doesn't make any sense. Let me do it on the computer.
It's plus 259. I got it. So
there you go. And then put me down for Denver.
Okay. I can't join you in Arizona just because I don't believe in it. But if you want the number, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, give us the number. It's a dog money line parlay for the chat.
All right, for the chat, for the brand. That is a cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, at mybookie.ag, it is 62-1.
62-1, Arizona money line.
Idaho money line.
And Denver money line. Let's go. 62-1. See everybody later here. Schedule tonight before, game start here in 4 minutes. About a zillion fucking games going on. Tonight, around 10 o'clock, Database Top 25. And also we will pick the Tuesday MAC games tomorrow, Colby and I. And then 11:30, round 2, game 2 of or night 2 of the season, baby. So we're gonna be here every night. If you just join the channel, we do this every single night. So, and by the way, we'll be here every single weeknight, 6 o'clock Eastern, pregame show. Usually, it's better. It's better when we don't have 120 games with a lot of these fucking lines being 25. So usually we can actually go into more games. So
also, sorry, Mike. SportsGamblingPodcast.com. Check me out every day. I'm gonna have at least 3 plays ATS locks. If you want to get even more free content, please stop by.
Beautiful. Go check out Cannabis Capper and go check out the Locks and Dog podcast and Troy Tuning. He is at Troy Tuning. You'll be seeing him popping in and out on the pregame show, on the main show. So go check out all his good work. I'm at Moneyline_Mac. We are the College Experience. Enjoy opening night, everybody. And we are out of here. Cheers.
You knew last night's show was going to be off the rails when the first chat that Colby sent was like, his name is Moneyline Macintosh, and you will only refer to him as that from now on. Thank you.
That's how I have him saved in my phone.